Prime Minister Modi will be in Colombo in what is going to be a very historic visit. And joining me here are some ladies dressed in all their finery, waiting in anticipation to meet the Prime Minister. How long have you been waiting here?
About 2 hours now, and we are ready to wait for another couple of hours to meet our charismatic Prime Minister who's put India in the world map. We are super excited, and I work as a testing inspection around the globe, and we do a lot of quality, and I know Mr. Modi is very anal about quality, so we are super excited.
You're from India, you've moved to Sri Lanka. The specific ties that hold you and India are still very strong. What is it that you are looking for in Prime Minister's statements and his outreach?
No, actually, we are so impressed to see him because his digitalization, nobody else can do it. And India, even in the rural areas, when we went there, we saw even the small vendors using GPay, and we are so impressed. So we are waiting to see the
How
great.
hopeful are you that this technology that Prime Minister Modi has spoken about, and the digital public infrastructure that India has pioneered, how much of that do you think Sri Lanka will be able to gain from?
Surely when it comes to public infrastructure, and Sri Lanka is also really trying to make inroads. And if you see in the last few months, there have also been a lot of interactions between the tech community in Sri Lanka and the tech community in India. So NASSCOM's last event, the SLASSCOM community went from here. So which is again a great example of how when it comes to cooperation in terms of technology, both the countries can go a long way. And only last year through Lanka Pay, we are able to make sure that the QR codes that are used in India are able to be used in Sri Lanka as well.
Paytm we started using here Paytm, so our travelers coming from India, they are feeling so easy because last month just 39,000 travelers come from India, and it's so easy for them just to use Paytm like they are using in India. So we are very grateful for this technology exchange here.
An interesting thing I would like to say is King Vijaya from Bengal had come to Sri Lanka to start this. So there are many cultural
Ties that are there.
even the food. We have something called Patishapta in Bengal, which the Sinhalese have.
Okay. There is also going to be a cultural presentation with the Ramayana that is going to take place here. And that really just sums up, the cultural bonds that exist between India and Sri Lanka. How hopeful or, what would you like to be the next, growth in terms of the people-to-people connect between the two countries?
Well, I would like free access, because I know a lot of Sri Lankans, they love to go to India for shopping, food, culture, and even Buddha is from India.
Yes.
So I think the free access to the country and being as one, India and Sri Lanka as one, would be great. That's my hope and wish.
And lastly, I want to ask all of you is that, the last year was a very historic election that took place in Sri Lanka. It really did, change the political landscape a lot. 6 months later, what is that one thing that you think has really been the biggest change that has happened since the new president came?
Biggest change we see is that he is more inclined to see to the big brother that is India, and to meet Mr. Modi and get his advice, because this president is relatively young in politics, and so I think Mr. Modi can really guide him and help him bring the country to a stabilized form.
Okay, finally, you haven't come. You're also dressed in all your beautiful colors, and in fact, that's the colors of the Indian flag that you are in, right? Great. One, as I've spoken with all of them. Yeah, yes, yes. Anything that you would like to say? Jai Hind. Thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. That, of course, was all those ladies waiting for the Prime Minister. This is Gaurie Dwivedi reporting from Colombo for NDTV.